We have the 140 gallon tank moved to the location where we're thinking about putting it. Now we're going to level it. Lucas is helping me out. We had a couple yellow lab cichlids out here messing with the water. We're back after leveling the tub. All I used was some spare tiles I had laying around. Little 4x4 square tiles. We got this level, ready to put the water in. This is the pump that I'm using. It'll put in 620 gallons per hour through this 140 gallon tub. Submersible. It's got a little coarse sponge filter inside it. I'm going to show you, I'm making my own filters with these clay pots here. We'll do that a little later in the video. I'm going to show you what I plan on putting in the pond for the summer months. I have these yellow lab African cichlids. I'm going to try putting those in the pond and see how they do. And I'll give you an update as we go on. I want to talk to you about the pond pump. I've changed my mind from the one I showed you earlier, and I'm going with this Zoic water submersible pump that's got 110 volts. It's got a 16-foot power cord, which is really good for the pond. I got it on Amazon for $75.99. This is what it looks like. I believe there's different sizes so you can have different outputs, because this one will do 4,226 gallons an hour, which is great. And I'll just show you some pictures of it here. This piece, this blue piece, is where you would put an adjustable part on it. On the top, this is where I'd put my attachment right here. It's got a 1-inch end so you can put a hose on it. I've got a 1-inch hose hooked up to the hose goes from the pump, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. I've submerged this pump in the pond inside a clay ceramic pot with a sponge and lava rock over it. So it's like a pre-filter going into this pump. From that pump, I've got the 1-inch hose going to my filter spillover fountain I showed you. That goes inside and it shoots water over the top really nice. So I wanted to give you an update on this pump. This is what I've done with the pond right now, just to play around with the filter system, make sure it works. I'm eventually gonna do the outside to make it look pretty. I've got a couple pond plants in there. The filter system I was telling you about, that pump I just showed you, is inside this blue clay pot. It's got a bag of lava rock on top of it, and you can see the 1-inch hose coming out of there. So it's sucking the water in on this side of the pump. And it's pushing that water over to this filter, which is my fountain filter. So right now I don't have the fountain filter drilled yet. I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom on the side, put a plumbing part there. I think it's called a bulkhead. That 1-inch pipe's going to go in there, so the water's going to flow the same way, because right now it's all the way at the bottom like I showed you. That water's coming out real nice, sitting on top of my block concrete little paver that I did a resin pour on it with some color. Turned out really nice, so you can see how all this water's flowing. I've got some floating plants in here. They're just all starting out. This one's going to be a big lily, I hope. This one I think is going to have a purple flower coming out of it, and this one's going to have a white flower. But that's where we are right now. But that pump I just showed you that I bought off of Amazon is underwater inside that pot. That pot is the same size as this one. So it's sitting at the bottom of the pot, covered with a black aquarium filter. So it's got so this is going to be, it's a biofiltration system. You can see how clear the water is. It's been going for about 2 weeks now. And this water is really clear, really clear. So we'll see when I test the water. I've been putting some sponge filters from my inside aquarium in here to get the good bacteria going, so the water can hopefully be better, faster. But right now I'm just letting it go and I'm playing with it, making sure everything works right. I'm going to start making it look pretty. I've also got some outside solar rope lights. Really cool. Just some inexpensive lights, about 15 feet each. And they go around here. They can also go in the water. They look really cool at night. I'll give you an update shortly. Show you some results of my local collecting from the pond. A few different plant species here for the... I'm just keeping them in the bucket here to quarantine them, get them cleaned off, check them out first. And I also found some lily pads. Tiny ones, so we'll see how they grow up. Check out what I got today. I think I got a very large sponge filter for the pond. I have it sitting next to a regular size can of beer, 12-ounce can of beer. Look how big this thing is. It's huge. The one in my tank is less than half the size. You can see it back there somewhere up there. So I have a smaller one like this one in my tank in the pond right now. I'm going to add this one. I think it's good up to 125 gallons. My pond's 140. We'll install that later today. Check this out. This sponge filter comes with an air stone attached and an extra one. Pretty cool. I pulled the fountain filter out. I'm going to drill a hole in the side. I have this diamond hole saw bit I bought off of Amazon. The link is below. The link is below also for the pump for this filter system. This bit will drill through this clay pot. I'm going to stick the filter hose through this with the plumbing bulkhead, so the hose is at the bottom of this pot and the water will trickle over the top. You won't see the hose coming in the top. This went much easier than I thought. It took probably 30 seconds for this to go through. Got a nice clean hole. I have the bulkhead sticking out and I just need to screw the end on here. This is the first time I've done this, and I think I did it a little too low to the bottom. I'm going to try and make it work, but if I had it up here, it would be a lot easier to screw this on. So I had to force it in there and push the rubber seal in really close with this piece of wood. And I'm going to screw it on, and then we'll take these little pieces to put the 1-inch hose on. They'll screw in this little piece here. This is going to screw in like this, and we're going to slip the hose onto that. Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give you an update. I put 6 yellow lab African cichlids in the pond about a week and a half ago, and they're doing great. All the plants are growing really nice. You can see how crystal clear the water is. See if I can get a shot of the fish. They just dragged their little morning food pellet under a rock. Hello YouTube, John here. I'm going to do a short segment on pond update. I got some rocks to put on top of my filter system I made, make it look pretty. We have some polished green rocks. Oh yeah, I got about 20 electric yellow labs in there doing great. They love the pond life. So I'm just going to set these rocks up just to add something to the top here. I've got some white ones and some green ones, and some darker black ones. I think it looks pretty cool. These fish are coming up to the top. Really sweet. See, I also got some granite rock from a lake. I'll be putting these pieces down at the bottom of the pond here. Organize them a little bit later, but they're all going to go in there. Got a sand substrate I'm going to be putting in too. So there you have it. Nice little setup of rocks. It's looks better than just a net of lava rock showing. YouTube, John here. Today I am adding 19 small cichlids. They're my electric yellow labs. So I'll have a total of 42 little cichlids in this pond. They're acclimating right now. I just took them out of my grow tank. So they're going to go into this 140-gallon pond. Update on the pond build. Today we're working on the retaining wall that's going to cover the black pond. Yellow lab cichlids are doing great. Okay everybody, here's the finished product. Got the block wall done. 3 filters are running. There's 2 sponge filters and the submersible pump that's pumping water to the bottom of the fountain. I've got yellow lab cichlids living in there. It's a 140-gallon pond. They're doing really well in there. I had a lot of fun building this, and I just wanted to put a video out there for small ponds and have fun watching it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video if you like it. Hopefully I'll have some more episodes to come. Still want to do a video on the electrical for it. Take a look. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.